Imagine living in the US for years, working hard, building a life, even raising kids, and suddenly you are told to leave. Well, that's the situation many undocumented immigrants are now facing, specifically after US President Donald Trump made a surprising new announcement on April 15, 2025. In a recent interview with one of the biggest media houses, Trump said that he will offer undocumented immigrants a chance to self deport, meaning that they can choose to leave the country on their own terms. But here's the twist: if they agree to leave, the US government will actually give them money and a plane ticket to go back home. Trump explained that we are going to give them a stipend. We are going to give them some money and a plane ticket. If they are good and we want them back, we'll help them come back legally in near future. So basically, it's two option plan. Option 1 is self-deport and get help. You leave the US on your own using a new mobile app by the US border agency called CBP Home. You'll get financial support and a flight back to your country. If you have a clean record and the US government sees you as a valuable worker, you might be allowed to return later through legal means. Then comes option 2: refuse to leave and face huge fines. If you choose not to leave and you're already been ordered to go by immigration authorities, then the government can fine you up to $998, and that too per day. Yes, per day. That's almost 83,000 rupees daily. On the top of that, you might be banned for life from entering the US, and your property could even be taken away if you don't pay. Well, this plan is part of Trump's broader immigration strategy. He says that his focus is on removing criminals first, but wants other undocumented immigrants to leave comfortably instead of being arrested and deported by force. Now, here's what it really matters for Indian migrants. According to Pew Research Center, there were around 725,000 undocumented Indians that were living in the US in 2022, the third largest group after Mexicans and citizens of El Salvador. Some other estimate put the number closer to 375,000. Already in 2025, more than 600 Indians have been deported, and with this new policy, that number could rise quickly. Most undocumented Indians in the US come on student visa or visitor visa and then they overstay. Some were victims of bad agents who promised them jobs and green cards but delivered nothing. Others didn't go back due to personal, political, or financial reasons. Now, with Trump's return and his new self-deportation offer, they are in tough spot. But there's a silver lining for some, specifically those with no criminal record, strong work experience, or family ties in the US. Trump hinted that these people may be allowed to re-enter legally in near future. Let me quote what Trump said. "I look at this man. I say, this is a guy that we want to keep." He said this after seeing a clip of a Mexican immigrant who had entered the US illegally but supported Trump's crime policy. It's clear that Trump is just trying to offer a softer version of deportation, giving people a chance to leave without police action. But make no mistakes, this is still a strict policy. You might be wondering, an app to leave the country? Yes, seriously. The same mobile app that was originally made for scheduling asylum interviews, CBP One, is now being turned into something called CBP Home. With this, undocumented people can fill out a form to say, "I want to leave the US voluntarily." Well, it's an unusual move. The US government is basically saying, use your phone to deport yourself. In the meantime, Pete Flores, the acting head of CBP, says that it's a simple and clean way for people to avoid harsh punishments and take control of their situation. Trump's new immigration strategy is clear: strict laws, but some flexibility for those who cooperate. His team says, leave now and maybe we'll welcome you later. But if people stay and ignore deportation order, the government will hit them really hard with fine and even property seizure. In the meantime, DHS Secretary Christine Noem says that the Trump administration will enforce all our immigration law. We will not pick and choose. If we see it from an Indian perspective, it is a very crucial moment for Indian migrants who are there illegally. Many of them are young professionals, students, low-wage workers who just overstayed their visa. Some are even waiting for green cards stuck in long backlogs. Now, this policy forces them to make a big decision. Should they gamble and stay, or take a safer route and return home with some cash and a hope of second chance? India must also step up to support their citizens. If lakhs of Indians begin returning home due to this policy, the Indian government must be ready with the reintegration plan, job assistance, and mental health support. Many of these people have spent 5, 10, and even 15 years building life in the US. Returning empty handed will be painful. As an Indian, this is time to stay informed, stay prepared, and support those in our community who may be affected. It's also a reminder that immigration policies in foreign countries can change overnight, and that awareness is just as important as ambitions when living abroad.